Hello Moobs fans and welcome to another episode of the Moobs, where today we are doing something a little different. We are going to do a top 10. This is the top 10 Illusionists of the decade. Now there are a few rules with this. As I had so many for each number, I have narrowed it down by giving you an eclectic mix. I didn't want to just give you grand illusion for every number. So I have some comedy in here, I have some manipulations, some small illusions. But this is what I came up with. Now, these are in no particular order, mainly because I know most of these people. So I'm a little bit biased. I thought what would be best to do is for you to tell me what order you think they would go in the comments. So please let us know what order you would have put these in. Okay, now we are going to jump straight in with our first act today, and of course I had to begin with my big brother in magic. Of course I had to begin there. This is my big brother in magic. This is Christian Fowler, amazing illusionist. Take a look. Next up we have Yu Ho Jin, a world-renowned magician and a FISM winner. This act is phenomenal. I got the chance to see this live many years ago in Blackpool, to which he got a standing ovation for about a good 3 minutes. Very, very good. Please take a look. Yu Ho Jin taking our second spot there. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful act. Well worth the standing ovation he gets. Bravo, bravo.
Scotché par ce gamin de 20 ans qui a un visage d'acteur.
And so that brings us to our next magician. This is in our third spot today. And this happens to be one of my favourite magicians of all time. He is known just from his entrance music. Very, very funny. I got the opportunity to work with him in maybe 2009, something along those lines. Funny on stage and off stage. This is, of course, Voronin. We're on in there. At number 3, we come to our next magician. Fantastic. That Mr. Darcy Oak. Beautiful duet.
How's he doing this?
He's so handsome. Yes, Illusionist of the evening, Darcy Oak.
It's showtime.
That brings us on to Raphael. Yes, a very good illusionist, does a fantastic act centered around horror, where he plays a vampire. It's very, very good. Well worth a watch. Try and find it on the YouTube.
It's the magic when you know. Watch closely and you will know. It's the magic when you know. Watch closely and you will know. It's the magic when you know. It's the magic when you know. Raphael!
wonderful Raphael there. Fantastic magician. Seen him many, many times. Very, very good every time. That's right. So that brings us to our next magician, Mr. Danny Cole. I worked with this gentleman many, many years ago doing sound effects for him for a live show. Very, very funny. Very, very clever. He creates all his own illusions. So please, please, please enjoy Mr. Danny Cole.
Being the performer and the creator means I'm out there doing both. When I'm creating a magic trick, there's a lot of fear and doubt because of all the time investment, but in the end, it's much more rewarding. When I created this trick, it immediately got recognized as my piece in the whole puzzle of magic. The same year that I premiered it, I was voted Stage Magician of the Year, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to share it.
So when I was here before, when I started, my tie was actually missing. So this time I made sure to have it on before we even started. I have another one. It's in here. Let's see if I can find it. Ah, that looks like the one. Good. Okay. Let me fix this one. I don't know why that happened. Okay, I don't know why that broke. Get the tie all situated. Go back. Wait, what is this? I think I know what to do. Yes. So good. Just move. I did it. That was crazy. Maybe this came off for a reason, though. Let me try something.
Very impressive Danny Cole there. Absolutely wonderful that. Now to my little brother's favourite magician of all time, Mr. Jason Latimer with his light act. Jason Ladderman there. But so many other great routines on YouTube. Do give them a watch. Next up, a personal friend of mine. I still have a back injury from lifting his fat ass. This is James Moore. Now I can let you in on a little secret about this act. After this act, he had to go to the hospital. Yes, you do not notice it here because he is that much of a professional, but he was really hurting during this act, but you would not notice he's that good. Please take a look at Mr. James Moore. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, so there we have James Moore. I would absolutely recommend going and watching more of his illusions, especially his walking through steel illusion. That is incredible. Next up, a very favourite of mine. I've watched him for a very long time. This is Han Sol-hee with something totally different. Normally you see manipulations with cards. However, Han does things a little bit different. I hope you enjoy. The wonderful Hansel Hude. Wonderful, wonderful manipulation.
Il s'appelle Hansel I.
Next up, we have the Prince of Illusion, who now goes under the name Magnus Utopia. I got to see this live a few years back. Live, it is absolutely breathtaking. It tells the story of a nightmare. Enjoy Magnus Utopia.
That's not him. That's not him. Quite scary.
And there we have Magnus Utopia, a absolutely wonderful act. This really doesn't do it justice. When you see it live, it really is breathtaking. Fantastic act. And so, ladies and gentlemen, there was our first ever top 10. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. There will be more coming. As I say, I had a lot more that I chose not to put into this one for certain reasons. I have some ideas for the next few that I'm going to do. So this we could call a part 1. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, and leave comments down at the bottom. And we will be back with you very, very soon.